what's up everyone, and welcome to another video. And of course it is Sunday. That means we got to do the box office wrap-up video. And of course this weekend we had the release of one of the biggest movies of this year, at least in the top 5 of big movies of this year, and that of course is Show Dogs. I'm funny. No. Deadpool 2, babies. No, I'm just kidding. Book Club. No, I'm just kidding. Deadpool 2. Deadpool 2 came out, and it is one of the biggest movies of this year. Everybody was excited for it. Everybody loved that first one. Everybody loves the character of Deadpool, so they couldn't wait to see this. And, of course, we had the 4th weekend for Avengers. But not only that, of course, we had Show Dogs and Book Club and other stuff. Some interesting stuff happened this weekend. I'd like to talk about a couple of things that happened, including Deadpool and Avengers, of course. So let's get straight to it. Here is the list. Here it is. Here it is. It's coming. There it is. Oh, God. And there you go. That is the top 10. I did not do predictions for this week. I didn't do predictions, I don't think, last week either. But I should have did predictions for Deadpool 2. My prediction would have been 140 million. Around there. I thought it would do just a little bit better than the first Deadpool. But as you can tell, that is not the case. Deadpool 2 opened to number 1 and still did extremely well. It doesn't matter. This movie's going to make a lot of money. It doesn't matter. But it only opened up to $125 million. What a sad, just a sad debut. Only $125 million? That's it? That's all you can muster, Deadpool? Jesus. You fucking sicken me. But 125 million, no, I'm just kidding. That's a damn great opening. The first one opened to $132 million, so we have a $7 million drop here. That is right now, though. The actuals come out tomorrow, so we could see if it actually maybe did a little bit better or did a little bit worse than what the estimates were. I'm going to guess it probably did maybe like $1 million better. So I'm going to guess like 126 million. But I can't really predict that because I don't know. I can't really accurately predict exactly how much a big movie like this would make. I would have said 140 million. Close to like maybe 139 or something like that. But I thought it was going to do a little bit better, but it didn't. It still did great. And considering a lot of R-rated movies, not even R-rated movies, just movies that are very comedic heavy, that do extremely well, like big surprises like Ted, or Horrible Bosses or something like that do extremely well, and then get a sequel, and the sequels always drop off huge drop-offs. Like Ted 2 didn't even get close to as much as Ted 1 did when it comes to money. Same thing for Horrible Bosses, and I'm sure there's other ones I can't think of right now. But this one got really close, and it really does help that the first movie was loved by so many people, and also the marketing was excellent for this movie, and it came out, I think, at the right time. Right after Avengers Infinity War broke everybody's heart, we get to watch some Deadpool 2, where it's all silly and fun, even though that movie starts off with a little, like, ooh, I don't know, now I'm depressed again. But Deadpool 2 did a great job at doing all that. I loved it personally, so I saw it twice. I might see it one more time, and then I'll be good. But anyway, Deadpool 2, great job. Hey, good job. Hey, good job, Deadpool 2. You did great. It also opened up in a lot of markets. I don't think it opened up in China yet. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure the first movie didn't really do well in China, or it did even come out in China. I'm not exactly too sure. I tried to look that up, and I didn't really get much information. But Deadpool 2, and when I mean I looked it up, I mean like I typed in Deadpool China, and then I was like, fuck it. Because that's how I roll when it comes to information. I'm a lazy fuck. But, here, I can actually look up. Yeah, I don't think it came out in China. Because it's not on Box Office Mojo at all. Yeah, I don't think it opened in China. But it did extremely well. The first movie did extremely well in foreign without China. This movie opened up to a little over $300 million worldwide. It opened up to $125 million here and $176 million overseas. So it made a $301 million in its first weekend. And I'm sure it's going to keep there steady. And if it does open up in China, I could see it not making huge money there. It's not going to be like Avengers. But I could see it holding pretty well and getting close to maybe like a $50 million haul in China. But either way, if this movie stopped making money next weekend and it tops out like 450 million, that's still a win considering the budget was 110 million, and also the marketing, I would say maybe another 150. So after all said and done, I'm sure they made money right there. But this movie's gonna make around $700 million. It's in the clear, and we'll be seeing that X-Force movie, that's for sure, because everybody loved all the X-Force stuff in this movie. I sure did. But yeah. So anyway, Deadpool 2, great job. Now let's talk about Avengers. Avengers Infinity War in its 4th weekend opened up, well, not opened up, but it made $28.6 million, which is a 53% decline. That is way less than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be closer to like maybe 57, 58. And I thought it would make like around 25 million or something like that. But it actually held in way better than I think anybody gave it any like credit for, because everybody was just like, oh, it's gonna start fucking disappearing. But it's still holding in there. Next week, I'm sure we'll make another like maybe 17 million. And I don't know if we'll see this cross 700. It's not even at 600 million right now. It's 5 million away from 600 million. But I could see it like slowly get to like 660, 670 million. Might not do as well as Black Panther over here, but Black Panther I felt like was way more of an emotional movie for a lot of people. It was something that was a big event, something that's never really been done before. And Avengers has already been done before. Obviously, Avengers, you know, this is the 3rd one. And sure, this is something different. They've been leading up to it. And when it comes to worldwide, it's definitely made more money than Black Panther, that's for sure. Already. It already made like almost, $500 million. I mean, not $500 million. $500 million more than Black Panther. But over here, it's not as big of a thing. You know, it might have been when it first came out, but it was more of an event thing. It was for the fans. And considering it's for people that pretty much watch every single Marvel movie, it did really well. It did really well. So $595 million so far after 4 weeks. It's not done yet. It could, we'll see how it holds next weekend. But next weekend is Solo, and of course Deadpool 2 is still out and stuff. So we'll see how it holds next weekend. But if it does hold really well next week, like if it only drops like 35-40%, then I could see it legging itself to 700 million. By the way, Black Panther actually hasn't gotten to 700 million yet. I know I'm making it sound like it has, but right now it's actually at number 13 and only made like $800,000 this weekend. It dropped 60%, and that's mainly because it's out on Blu-ray. But it is $2.3 million away from doing $700 million, which if I was Disney, I'd be opening that up in more theaters and saying like, this is an event, you know, or whatever. Like, for all you people that wanted, you know, see it again, here you go, bam, it's out again, even though it's, you know, it's still out in like 900 theaters, but it's getting really close to 700 million, so please. I might even, like, if I go see something else and my movie pass allows it, maybe I'll like buy a ticket for Black Panther and go see something else. Not that I really want to see anything else out right now. But anyway, let's get through the rest of this list. Book Club opened up to 12.5 million. That's not too bad. Didn't hear much about this. I know it's about like a bunch of old women. Jane Fonda, I forgot who else is in it, I don't remember. But they're all getting hot and bothered by Christian Grey or whatever. Fuck, I don't know. That's all I know. I heard it wasn't too bad, so for all the old people, hey, I hope you enjoyed it. Or even younger people, I hope you enjoyed it too. Fuck it. Number 4, Life of the Party, dropped to 56%. Damn, that's a pretty big drop for a comedy. Usually comedies hold in there better, but I think this one just has bad word of mouth. Jeez, I can't even speak. And I think the star power of Melissa McCarthy is starting to dwindle. Like, I don't know. Like, just this is the first signs of her star power not being as big as some people think. Same thing for a lot of stars out there. You know, like Tom Cruise with The Mummy and stuff like that. Just a lot of movies recently I've noticed have had big stars. Like, whoa, big stars open up with not so great results. Even Rampage, in a way, at least in America, like showed that The Rock is not as big of a draw as you think. Especially when you're doing a movie about a giant monkey fighting a giant lizard, you know? It's a, you know, whatever. And a wolf. I forgot the wolf. Dude. But Rampage made over $400 million worldwide, so that movie's perfectly fine. You could thank China for that one. But anyway, so Life of the Party, alright, it made $31 million, so not too bad. Worldwide. I mean, not worldwide. Overall, $31 million. Next, number 5 is Breaking In. That dropped pretty big, 63%. Ooh, I got hiccups. 63% drop and made $6.4 million this weekend. Overall, it has made $28 million, so right there, it's already almost 5 times its budget. Its budget is $6 million and only $1 million and $1.3 million away from 5 times its budget. What's 3 times, I guess 5 times. What would be triple, quadruple? What's after that? To say 5. Yeah, whatever. Fuck it. Number 6, Show Dogs. Show Dogs. Y'all fucking failed me, bro. I've been promoting the shit out of this movie. I think it looks absolutely phenomenal, and y'all didn't go see it. That's a damn shame. It only made $6 million this weekend, which is a goddamn travesty. Did you see the trailer? It was so fucking good, and you all just like said, "Fuck it." I'll just rather see a funny red guy in a suit. Fuck you. Piece of shit. I'd rather see a bunch of old people jerk each other off while reading a book. Fuck you. Stupid assholes. Piece of shit. Fuck you. I hope you die. No, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, what the fuck? Number 7, Overboard. 4.7. Dropped around 52%. Not a bad drop considering it held extremely well in its second weekend. So a big drop for the third weekend actually makes sense. Yeah, no, it's doing well. It made $36 million so far. It's probably going to top out around like 43, 44, maybe 45 if it's lucky, which is pretty damn good. So good job for it. Number 8, A Quiet Place, still in the top 10 after what, 7 weeks? 7 weeks. Oh my god, you never see a horror movie do this. This is insane how well this movie's doing. It made $4 million this weekend, only dropped 37%. Oh god, now my nose is itchy. And it made $176 million so far. On a $17 million budget. That is insane. That's over 10 times its budget, right? Yeah. Damn. Good job, John Krasinski. I love that movie. It's still my number 1 of this year. It just got to me at like it's a perfect movie when it comes to, you know, brevity, character, dialogue. You don't even really have that much dialogue, but considering you don't have that much dialogue, and you feel so much for these characters and the family and stuff, it's just, I think it's incredible. I love the movie. I know some people don't like it, like, oh, there's all these nitpicky things I could say about it that make it bad, but I don't know. I loved it. Number 9, Rampage made $1.5 million. That's a big like leap from $4 million to just 1.5 for 8 and 9, but 56% drop is at $92 million. But like I said, it crossed $400 million, so it's okay on a $120 million budget. That's pretty good. We might even see a sequel. I don't know, maybe not. RBG is number 10, which was number 10 last weekend. It doubled its theater count and remained in the top 10 because of it. It made $1.28 million. Number 11 was $1.2 million, so it's good that they added those theaters, or it would have been out of the top 10, but it's still in the top 10. Good job for that movie. I heard it's really great. Number 11, by the way, is I Feel Pretty. And one thing I want to mention right here is something out of the top 10. Out of the top 10 is Super Troopers 2 at number 12. They actually moved up 2 places. It's ahead of Black Panther, which that's heartbreaking. But it made $1.1 million this weekend, which is almost a 12% increase from last weekend. And since last weekend, it dropped 900 theaters. So it's only at 478 theaters. And its per theater average is like $2,300. So what the fuck happened? Like, did they take all the theater? I guess they like really looked into what theater was busy when it comes to people seeing Super Troopers 2, and they took away all the ones that were not busy and kept the ones that were busy, and somehow, some way, that made it so that this movie actually increased in like money, even though it dropped almost 1,000 theaters. Like, what happened? That blew my mind when I saw it. I was like, what the fuck? You know, like, look at this. Tully, that movie that I heard was great, and I never got around to seeing it, dropped 686 theaters, and it dropped 75%. Super Troopers 2 loses 900 theaters, and it increases 12%. How the fuck does that work? I don't know. That's insane. I don't know how that works. I don't get it. But anyway, there you go. Maybe that's a mistake. I can see that being a mistake. We'll see tomorrow. But anyway, that's crazy. But anyway, there you go. That is it. That is the box office update. Deadpool 2 is doing well. By the way, Avengers Infinity War, I didn't mention this. It is at $1.8 billion right now. What did it do for this weekend in China, though? I didn't actually look at that. I should see. Let's see. I'm going to look it up real quick. Avengers Infinity War, China. Let's see. China box office. Oh, A Quiet Place came out in China. How much did it do? It made, where the hell is it? 17 million. That's not too bad. Infinity War held on to the top spot with $54 million. Oh, that's a big drop. That is a real big drop. 72% drop, which makes sense, actually. That actually does make sense. But it has, oh my God, it has gotten to $302 million just after 10 days of release. That's as much as I thought it would actually get to after the $200 million box office opening. I thought it would actually drop a little bit harder. But damn, that's really good. I know it's just me looking at something you can't see. But maybe next weekend, if I start doing this, maybe I'll make it so that there's an in-picture thing so you can see at the articles I'm reading. By the way, this is from Variety I'm reading this from. Not like it matters. They just get information from our sites and then put it on their site, so I don't really need to credit them for shit. Fuck those guys. No, I'm just kidding. Variety's fun. Quiet Place did well in China, so that's good. 17 million is pretty good for a movie like that in China. By the way, there you go. That is it. That's the budget for the movie, actually, right there. Bam. But anyway, there you go. That is it. So thank you, and until next time, of course, goodbye. Oh, and thank you to everybody that, I guess, I always do this. I always say, like, goodbye, but then I realize, oh, wait, I did that poll thing I want to show off. Thank you to everybody that voted for the poll. I asked people what they thought Deadpool 2 would do for this weekend, and I got a lot of people voting. Almost 450 people, 449 people voted. So let's take a look at that just real quick. Just real quick, you know. How do I... Here you go. There you go. You can kind of see it right there. So here's my poll I made. Here, I'll make it right there. How much do you think Deadpool 2 will make in its open weekend? I asked, and I gave everybody a bunch of options. 80 to 99 million, 4%. 100 to 119 million, 17%. 120 to 139 million, 15%. That was correct, actually. That's the most percentage-wise that isn't a joke answer. 140 to 160 million, 11%. And my last one was just Josh Brolin, because I think that's the correct answer. And of course, everybody agreed 63%. So thank you to everybody that voted. 450 people. That's pretty crazy. Almost 450 people. So that's cool. So there you go. Thank you. And until next time, goodbye.